So I meant to mention this when I made the first video announcement about the new journal entries, but I'm actually recording this in the sound booth in the library at main campus. So I don't know if any of you have seen those things. There's one, as I mentioned, in the library here at main campus. It's near the computer help desk, the open computers that you can use on the second floor. There's also one in Smith Brasher and SB up by the faculty offices in 201. The idea for these is that they are spaces where you can have a quiet room to record either videos or audio for class assignments, whatever it may be, or your own personal stuff if you need to use that. So if you're looking for a place to record things, these aren't half bad. I didn't actually need to put on my headphones, or I didn't feel like I had to have that microphone this time around, and I hope that the sound quality is decent. So anyway, just wanted to mention that, advertise those. This video, I just wanted to reflect a little bit on the proposals that you put in for altering the Oñate statue and monument. I really enjoyed reading through, especially those of you that got into character and kind of wrote a letter to whom it may concern in terms of trying to effect some change around the Oñate statue. Again, lots of good ideas. I don't think that any of them are like, this isn't one of those things where there's a right answer, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And I appreciate the different ways that we all approach trying to adjust the monument. A big question that often came up in our work and our conversations here was this issue of what are historical statues and monuments for? What history do they commemorate and set in stone, literally and figuratively? So I want to put that question out to you if you want to respond for extra credit. What's the purpose of historical monuments and historical statues? In your response, please do a little bit of research. Look for some articles that address this question, that think about the value of historical monuments. And something that really sticks out to me, and I would encourage you to read Megan's post on the discussion board here if you haven't, is this idea about historical monuments preserving the past. So since we're talking about the Oñate statue, we know this was created in 1998, right? Oñate lived in the late 1500s and early 1600s. He entered New Mexico and claimed it for Spain in 1598. So you can see there was a tricentennial, I guess that would be, that year. No, it would have been 400 years. So sorry. Again, just commemorating the date, though, 1998. What I want to get at, though, is that a physical item created in 1998 is not a relic of 1598, right? This is not something that is a historical source on Oñate. Instead, the statue tells us more about culture and politics as well, and society in New Mexico in 1998 than it does in 1598. So you think about that. Again, historical monuments and statues are more of a product of their time. Their purpose is to create historical memories. And so as you're writing your response to this, if you do, think about the difference between history and historical memory. That might be something to look for as well as you're doing a little research. How do historical statues and monuments create historical memories, and how are those different than actual history? And what do you think about this idea that historical statues and monuments tell us more about the time period in which they were created than the people and events that they are intended to commemorate, or at least the interpretations of those people and events at the time they were created? All right, I think I'll leave it there. Again, let me know if you have any questions about this. You can earn extra credit by completing this work, depending on, again, how much you write. This will be somewhat like the Fort Marcy Tour extra credit opportunity. Depending on how much you write, how much research you put into this, you can earn up to 100 points. So again, it just kind of depends on the extent to which you want to work on this. If you want to just write a few things back without doing much research, please do that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It just won't be the same amount of extra credit, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. All right, I'll try to write the question that I asked. So again, the question for this one is, what is the purpose of historical statues and monuments? And do they preserve history? Or I guess I should say, what history do they preserve? All right.